16 hours later. Good morning, you guys, and happy new year. I hope you all are doing absolutely amazing and having a wonderful start to the year. I have been off of work for a little bit of time now. I just got back from a trip with my entire family celebrating my parents' 40th anniversary. So that was super fun, but I gotta be honest, it is kind of nice to be home and be back in the swing of things. And also I missed Camper so much. That was the longest I've ever been apart from him. We are heading straight back into work. I work the next couple of days and I'm going to be bringing you guys along for it. So I'm gonna get my badge and my stethoscope. Actually, it's raining outside right now, so I'm probably not gonna put that on, but I've got my trauma shears that I just put in my pocket. And then my name badge here. And then I need to put a jacket on because, like I said, it's raining. I do feel a little bit nervous walking into work right now. And that's because right before I left on my trip with my family, I did a triage training. Uh-oh. I hear sirens. Oh no. Right before I left for my trip, I did a triage training, like 4-hour shift. So basically in the ER, we triage patients when they come in by ambulance and as we see them, but before a patient makes it back to our fast track area or our actual emergency department, they're seen by a triage nurse first. Typically, except if they're an ambulance, because ambulances tend to go straight back to a room, kind of depending on the scenario. Anyways, I hope you're following me. So you come to the ER and you are initially triaged by a nurse. And in order to actually be a nurse that is out there triaging patients, you have to have 1 year of experience as a nurse. And so you guys know I came up on my 1-year anniversary, I think back in August. Technically, I didn't hit the floor until October. So anyways, I've surpassed my 1 year in the emergency department. And I took a triage training course, like a class. It was a couple hours long. Back initially when I got hired, it's called an ESI class, and so you give a patient an acuity number 1 to 5, and I can go into that a little bit later because I do need to go into work. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. That being said, I took that class, but I still couldn't be out in triage because I didn't have my 1 year of experience, and then it slowly sneaked up on me. And now I officially had my 4-hour shift with another nurse, just kind of going over everything, how things are ran. Granted, I've been out there before giving other nurses like a 15-minute break or a 30-minute lunch break, but I've never sat out there for a whole shift, which scares the living hell out of me because you're like the gatekeeper in the ER and there's just so much going on sometimes. And if you're taking over a load of patients, like if you're coming out to relieve somebody, you know, you didn't initially triage those patients, so you don't fully know what's going on with them. I don't know, it's just scary. And I'm just worried that I'm gonna be put out on triage today. I'm like annoyed because I started thinking about it this morning when I was walking Camper, and I'm like, oh my god, the fact that I'm thinking about this, like I'm literally gonna manifest this for myself right now. I need to stop, and then I can't stop thinking about it. So I have this like feeling that I might get put out there, but it's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. Regardless if I get put out there today or in a couple weeks, in a month, whatever. Everything's gonna work out. So I just needed to like get that off my chest. Anyways, we're gonna head into work and it's going to be a great day. And again, I hope you guys are having a great start to your new year. Hello guys, so I just got home from work. It is a little after midnight and today was such a great day. I think it's partly because I had so much time off that I was actually eager and excited to go back to work, and it was just so good to see all my coworkers and help patients again and be in the mode of being a nurse, because I really do love my job most of the time. But yeah, today was a really good day. Don't forget to drink water, guys. I'm falling behind on this. I wanted to drink 4 of these a day, and this is my 3rd one. Sometimes it be like that though. Anyways, I did not get put out in triage, so that counts for something. Oh, sorry. I just totally elbowed Camper. I'm sorry. Yeah, so I wasn't in triage. I got to be a breaker. I was a breaker. As you can tell, my thoughts are a little jumbled and all over the place because I am quite tired. I haven't been up this late in a long time. So we're working with it. I drank a Celsius. I don't think it helped, and now I just feel a little cuckoo, but I was a breaker. It was very, very, very busy. We are at full capacity in the hospital, which is really problematic because people keep coming to the ER to be seen and there are no beds available upstairs whatsoever. No beds in the ICU, IMCU, med surge, you name it, it's full. And so we start boarding patients in the ER, meaning they're staying there long term, over 4 hours, sometimes over 14 hours, sometimes over 2 days, like it just depends. And then it's taking up space for actual ER patients. So it's just this system-wide dilemma that happens, and we're busy. People are really sick right now on this cold weather, and yeah, we were busy. So I was breaking. We're supposed to get 3 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch throughout our entire 12-hour shift. It becomes 12.5 hours with the lunch. That doesn't happen all the time, but that's the goal. And then we got busy, and then I got pulled from breaking for a second because we had a cardiac arrest that came in, and so I took that patient probably for 30 to 45 minutes and helped with that situation, which was sad. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird. I was talking about it with somebody today at work that working in healthcare, we see so many traumatic things every single time that we're working that we have to cope with it in some way. And one of those ways I feel like is to, you know, play and joke around with your coworkers and try to have a little bit of fun while you're together at work in a way to decompress and compartmentalize the things that you're experiencing. And I think sometimes, you know, we can forget, like, while we're just at work and this is another day of work for us, this is another person's worst nightmare. It's the worst day of their life. And I think it's important to take that into account, because sometimes we'll be at the nurse's station having a conversation that may be too loud, and other people can hear those conversations in their rooms and they're having an absolutely horrible time. And it's just, I guess, can kind of seem inappropriate in a sense. I don't know if it's inappropriate, because we should be able to have conversations and be able to lighten up and loosen up in the ER when it can be such a depressing environment sometimes. But I think I just lost my train of thought. I don't know. Did that make sense? Anyways, the point is I think we have to remind ourselves that sometimes another day for us is the worst day for somebody else, and to just really be cognitive and aware of our surroundings. The day went by pretty quickly because when you're a breaker, you're just bopping around the department and just trying to help out your coworkers and help them get tasks done and see patients. And so it can go by typically pretty quickly, but it can also be really tiring because you're just moving around a ton. But I got something really cute and happy while I was gone. So in my hospital, in the ER, we give something called values in action, and it's a way to just acknowledge a coworker, or a patient can acknowledge their nurse and just say, like, you know, thank you for what you did. They can leave a little note and they just recognize something that they've done. A lot of times we recognize each other, coworkers in the ER, just for camaraderie, or just because somebody helped you with something, maybe with an IV start, or maybe they just took initiative and did something and you just want to recognize them. So we got these, and I actually got 3 for the month of December because it's a month behind, and they're all from patients. I've never had this many from patients at once. And if you guys are familiar with like the Daisy Award, like there's a lot of different awards you can get as nurses. I feel like sometimes as an ER nurse, we kind of fall through the crack because we're just with those patients for such a short amount of time, whereas maybe on the floor you have the same patient load 3 days in a row, and you really get to cultivate that relationship with that patient and their family, and we're just there for a sliver. So this, I don't know, it means a lot to me. And I wish I could remember who these patients were. Their name is here, but I honestly can't remember because we see so many people. But I got one for, let's see, teamwork. Sierra was attentive and clear in her communications with me and my husband and the care team. Cute. And then I got another one for respect. Mom, Dad, are you listening to this? Sierra showed a genuine display of respect and care to others. And then the last one was for service. Sierra was very pleasant and efficient, very professional. I don't know, that's just super happy. People have to go out of their way once they're discharged to rate these, and so it does mean a lot, and that warmed my little heart. But yeah, that was my day today. Overall good day. Fingers crossed tomorrow there's a bunch of discharges, then we get admits up to the floor, and you know, the day goes a little bit smoother than today because it was pretty chaotic. But the silver lining is we're all in this together. So on that note, I'm gonna finish drinking my water, go hop into the shower, and then get cozy and cuddled up with Camper and get some rest. And I will see you guys in the morning for another 12-hour shift, baby. Good morning, you guys. It is going to be another lovely day. I'm wearing my favorite scrub color, my hot pink ones. And then I have this cute sweater I got from Etsy. It has flowers, says nurse, and has my name on it. And if you guys have been following me from the beginning, you would remember that I opened up an Etsy shop during nursing school as a way to bring in an extra income. And it actually was pretty successful. It was super fun. It was like this creative outlet for me. I loved it. I made badge reels. I sold little badge reel accessories like pens, Sharpies, highlighters, had keychains, stickers, was getting around to making candles, and it just became a lot once I actually started working full-time and then started picking up more shifts for extra income. And I kind of put that to the side and put a halt to it. But the goal this year is to reopen my small business, and I really want to make sweatshirts, like the perfect sweatshirt to wear to work, perfect material, the perfect design. Because if you are anything like me, you are freezing 99.9% of the time. And no, that does not mean that I'm sitting down. I swear I will be running around and the department feels like literally a winter storm. Don't even get me started on the OR. I could never ever work there. Anyway, so that's the goal. I think I want to make like the perfect, coziest, appropriate, nice sweatshirt for us nurses and nursing students. So let me know if you guys have any ideas. I have some in the work, but it's definitely going to be a process. Anyways, we need to head to work. I'm just finishing up packing my lunch. I have my vitamins that I always bring in this cute little case. And I take those throughout the day. I've got a little hot chocolate, very important. Got a little bubbly soda. That's been in there for like a week. I haven't drank that in a while. Chops, beef stick, and RX bar, my go-to snacks. I love these. And a little trail mix. Oh, and then also my lunch. I put chicken, potatoes, carrots, onions, and garlic in the crock pot. And I love that meal. So we're gonna pack my lunch. Oh, I am missing a Celsius. I should probably put that in here. Although it did kind of make me feel like crap yesterday. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they're so helpful and sometimes I feel like they don't make me feel very good. But that's what we're working with. And then I've got my water bottle filled. My nursing bag right there. I need to put on my shoes. I'm going to head out now, drop camper off, and head to work. Goodness, we did it, you guys. 16 hours later. It is now 3:30 in the morning. I was supposed to get off at 11:30, but alas, I stayed to help because it was just an absolute dumpster fire today, but that's okay. That's okay. This is actually the longest shift I've ever worked. I've never stayed the full 16 hours. We aren't allowed to stay any more time after that. Any more time? Clearly I'm tired. I did chug a Celsius with one of my coworkers, so that really amped me up at the end of my 12-hour shift. So that's what got me through the last 4 hours, but wow, I'm tired. It was just insanely busy. Like when we had shift change at 7 o'clock, so when day shift left and night shift came on, there was almost 30 in the lobby, but like it just never stopped. Like we could never get a hold of it. Like we kept getting ambulances, we had hall beds, continuously more patients. We close our fast track area at around 9 o'clock where we can see level 4s, level 5s, and level 3s depending on the situation. And it was just, oh my god, it's been pretty insane. And I haven't had that busy of a day in a really long time, but luckily all of my coworkers are amazing. Everybody is just so willing to help each other out, and we just have a really great team. We really do, and I don't think that I could get through days like today without my amazing coworkers. So yeah, how did I even start my day? What was I doing? I took patients all day long. I feel like a majority of my patients got discharged. I would probably say like 75% of them, 25% were admitted. I I didn't have any patients admitted to ICU or IMCU, so none were super critical. Overall, just like a really busy day. I need to go pick up Camper. He's probably wondering where I am. I made myself a nice little treat, a little hot cocoa to go for my drive. And you know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? Since I don't work tomorrow, that's the only reason I stayed late, is because I don't work tomorrow. Else it wouldn't have been healthy to stay late, because sleep is important. But I'm not gonna set an alarm, and I'm just gonna let myself sleep as much as I need to tomorrow morning. Well, actually this morning, because it's literally 3:30 in the morning. So yeah, that's the plan. And then yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys along for tomorrow, kind of how I collect my life back together after working a couple 12-hour shifts, because usually my house becomes a little messy and there's lots to be done. And yeah, anyways, I need to go, so I will see you guys in the morning.
Like, of course, like lunch is try to keep it simple.
Yeah, goals are attention, goals are intention. What we contemplate, we internalize.